Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So before I get into the tarot, I did meditate on the collective Sagittarian energy to see what kind of messages I would get. And I had to start with this. I've been feeling really uplifted today. And I kind of knew that I was going to do your reading and one other sign. So I feel like that upliftment has something to do with the Sagittarian energy, because when I went into the meditation, I saw what looked to be a bridge, and then it looked like a yellow brick road, and then I started hearing like Wizard of Oz, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. So I kind of put a question out there to the universe, to my guides, as to, okay, what is the yellow brick road? And they said upliftment. So a lot of you, your happiness is coming from a place of either uplifting another or uplifting yourself or someone uplifting you, or needing to go in that direction, Sagittarius, okay? Because I got another song, and I've gotten this in your readings before. I can't remember the artist, but she says, just go ahead, put your hair down. And then there was another lyric that came through that was significant. You're going to make it somehow, some way. That's it. So, all about ease and flow. And as I look down, I just noticed that's the card that popped out. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see. So you got the card of the flow. That makes sense. This is talking about harmonizing with the universe, having spiritual aid around you, finding balance, finding harmony, finding peace. It's a little bit of, it can be a little bit of an indulgent energy, so watch that. But this is about like finding enjoyment and honoring the things that you have in your life to be grateful for. This is also highlighting your gifts, whatever your natural gifts are. Some of you, you have the gift of upliftment, okay? That may be something that is just naturally part of your spirit or your soul or your purpose, even if no matter how that pans out for you, right? Maybe you uplift other people with the work that you do or in the way that you associate in relationships. And if you haven't been in that energy, Sagittarius, then you haven't really been in the flow, okay? So if you've been feeling discontented or out of alignment, or because I also got the word, this is a nightmare in my meditation, and that nightmarish energy is because you have been way out of alignment, meaning thinking of life in a way that your higher self does not agree with, staying in low level energy or vibrations, and needing to uplift yourself out of that. But some of you have already gone through that shadow work. You're going into the upliftment stage. Some of you might still be lingering a bit in the shadow. So let's see what the overall supporting energy is. Ooh. Queen of Swords. So this is about establishing your boundaries, establishing your independence as well. This is a little bit of a, oh, okay, I heard a little bit of cutthroat energy. Okay, some of you might have really taken it there. Okay, be careful with that, because this person is wielding a sword, right? Some of you might have air in your chart or be dealing with an air sign, but either way, I feel like Sagittarius embodying this, you know, take no stuff. I was going to say the other word, type of attitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Calling the shots, knowing what you're worth, knowing what you'll stand for, knowing what you will not stand for. It's kind of a tough energy coming through, but I feel like in some respects, this is kind of helping you to grow in knowing your boundaries as well. This person over here is the Five of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So some sort of testy energy going on around this person. They may feel a bit agitated or frustrated. There might have been conflict between you and this person in the past, and or it's just like this person is feeling tested when it comes to life, all right? And it's like they're giving me the song Luck Be a Lady. This person might have felt down on their luck. Or, ooh, some of you are doing the Libra because I hear the song, I want you to be happier. And I got that song repeatedly in Libra's reading. So if you're doing with the Libra, go check that out. But either way, it's just like this person's been feeling a little bit down on their luck or tested when it comes to their faith or their luck or their belief structures, okay? So let's look at the recent past energy then, Sagittarius, and see what led up to this moment, how you both are perceiving each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, and most likely future outcomes. Sagittarius. Ooh. Okay, there's a card. You need 2 more cards. So, 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords in the reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles. Wow, so there's something here that might have been built on a faulty foundation that you're discovering or have recently discovered in the past. It might have been something that you had been putting time and energy and effort into. That could be a relationship, a job, a home, whatever. And I feel like there was maybe some information that you didn't have in the past, right? And so it's almost like this, Sagittarius, feeling like I wouldn't have given or invested if I knew the full truth of a situation, okay? And some of you kind of being, for lack of a better word, a little bit pissed off by that. Now, this is past energy. It's like putting all of your eggs into one basket, so to speak, and then finding out that the basket was stolen or didn't belong to you or something. I don't know. They're literally showing me eggs in a basket. But it's just like the truth has come out, I feel. So they're giving me another part of that song. She says, I don't want to try any longer. So this is kind of a tough energy, Sagittarius. I feel like some of you had been, like I said, feeling more cooperative or more support in your life than getting really generous or feeling like you want to give to a situation, and then it's like finding out the truth of something or finding out something you didn't know and it kind of putting a halt to a situation, right? And definitely holding you away from going with the flow, because I feel like it really knocked you down a notch or had you questioning things or feeling a bit insecure within a situation, okay? They giving me the words, it made you want to kind of fight back or bite back. And I think that's where this very air-like energy is coming from within you. So let's see this person's recent past. The Knight of Swords. The King of Swords and the 3 of Wands. My energy totally shifted when I went to this person's side. Like my stomach's kind of hurting now and I'm feeling a bit uneasy. So I don't know if there's some uneasiness going on in this person's energy, Sagittarius, or uneasiness within the connection possibly. But I kind of felt like nauseous a little bit here. It's like this person getting into this space in the past where they may have avoided, telling you something, but I feel like you found out anyways, okay? Or whatever wasn't spoken on this side is discovered on this side. This person really thinking about how things went in the past and what they said and what they didn't say, and kind of wanting to move to the next chapter of their life and let it go, but they're still looking at it. They're still thinking about it. This person could have felt down on their luck, but I do feel some sort of new information or something new potential coming in for this person if they're open to it. I heard that somebody may have turned their back in this situation or turned a blind eye. I don't know if that's you or they, but it's just like, wow, the truth comes out or the truth hurts or something like that. And I got that message as well in another reading. It might have been Cancers. Some of you dealing with a Cancerian. If so, go check that reading out. But could be dealing with any zodiac sign. I just get a lot of deep thought, deep thinking going on. I feel like you are in the space, Sagittarius, of wanting to be more practical in your energy and thinking you are going about things or doing things in the right way. And then it's like uncovering something and being like, okay, and then it kind of changing the situation, right? Let's look at perspective. So how do you perceive this connection, Sagittarius? And keep in mind that perception's in the eye of the beholder, right? So it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. Queen of Pentacles, it was in the reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. I'm just getting that some of you feel like either that something was a waste of money or a waste of time, and it's like coming to some sort of realization about that. But let me reframe this for you, Sagittarius. No such thing as a waste of time, right? Because everything that happens to us, whether it feels good, whether it feels bad, is teaching us something. We are growing from it. We have something to gain from it. And what we have to gain from it is life experience and expansion and more clearly defining what we want and what we do not want. So I'm really wanting to refocus that thought if that's what you're thinking. But it could also be this person's energy thinking that. I just get that there's a little bit of instability here going on and uncertainty as to like if something is worth your time or was worth your time, you know? You see this person as someone who's a little bit unstable, okay? That maybe blocks off their emotions or has some insecurities they're dealing with. Like I get a little bit of a closed off energy, this person not really being open to maybe what you have to say or not wanting to kind of know something. I get that there's a little bit of denial going on within the connection. And yet you see this person as someone who either you're dedicated to or has the ability to work on themselves. It's just a matter of do they want to? You know, it's just a matter of do they want to? Listen, you can see people's potential all day, but if they don't see it in themselves, well, you can't help that. But you can uplift by seeing that potential in yourself and living by example, you know? And let's go back to the original message, upliftment. So let's see what this person's perception of you is. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Swords. Wow. So I feel like this person has went through some sort of heartache or painful events, okay, whether that be in the present moment or the past. But see, out of that came a newfound passion and motivation that's helping to drive this person and get new ideas about their future, about their life, about themselves. You see what I'm saying? So out of everything that is perceived bad comes some sort of new expansion, which is good. Okay. This person sees you as possibly also doing the same for yourself, right? Of taking a bad situation and letting it create motivation and new ideas and new ways of thinking within you. You might have inspired this person or vice versa. It's interesting because you kind of see this person as a little bit closed off and unstable. This person sees that there's been some sort of pain between you and this person, by the way, in the connection. Or you both have had similar painful experiences in life, possibly. But this person sees your drive, your motivation, your passion, and your ability to push through that. And that's the upliftment, right? So it's almost like one party getting uplifted by watching someone else transmute what seems like a bad situation on the surface. If this is intimate, this person may feel very attracted to you, have intimate feelings about you, think about, oh, sorry, I'm a little kid sometimes, thinks about having sexy time with you, you know. Okay. All right. So let's go into the emotional space, Sagittarius. That was kind of the thought process, where you're at in your thought space. And now we're going to go into the emotional space. So what's going on there for my Sagittarius? 3 of Wands. The Devil, the Emperor. So Sagittarius, I feel like there is this space in your heart that I don't know how else to put this. It's like wanting to move forward and waiting for your ships to come in and kind of getting frustrated or getting stuck in the shadow when it's not happening fast enough or as things get uncovered. To me, this looks like anger. This looks like frustration. It's kind of a toxic energy coming through the emotional space. So some of you still have some shadow work or things to transmute when it comes to how you're feeling, right? So when you're feeling a really strong negative emotion, Sagittarius, that's a key indicator, right? That there's something deeper that you need to ask yourself as to why you're being triggered by this event or during this time frame or by this person, and how is that disempowering you, right? Because if you lose your alignment because of another person or because something that's happened external to you, then it's it's basically saying that you're being somewhat of a conditional lover, meaning you feel good when things are going good, but can't feel good when this doesn't happen or when this person behaves this way or this person. Meaning you're letting your emotions be swayed by external people and external events, which is normal and human, but at the same time, not really necessary, right? If you can see life as just like experience and take the good and the bad out of it and take the triggering out of it and not take things personal like that, it becomes easier to just let things flow and not be so temperamental about it. And, you know, Sagittarius, as a Sagittarian, you are ruled by the card of Temperance, which can make you a bit temperamental, right? It's that fire energy. And in a lot of ways, that is very intense and a motivational type of energy, and it works for you. But in other ways, when you're not controlling your moods and emotions, and like this is triggering you and that's triggering you and that's triggering you, the energy gets messy, right? Because law of attraction in the universe is responding to how you feel, whether you want it or not. So if you're constantly fluctuating in the emotion or allowing someone to pull out that toxic energy, you're going to get more of it because you keep going there with it, right? And so this is kind of a nod to you from your guidance, from your guides, that this isn't really serving you, this emotional response, this reactive type of energy. It's creating more repercussions than benefit. And I think it's stemming from a place of being kind of fed up, or it's coming from a place of wanting to be in control as well. It's like establish your dominance or take back your power, right? Which that in of itself is not necessarily a bad thing. It's when the anger comes with it that it harms your energy, not necessarily the other person's energy, but your energy. So I feel like frustration coming in here. And it's also coming from a place of like waiting for your ships to come in and not seeing it. And you're not seeing it because of the way you're reacting to the situation or thinking about it. When it comes to this person emotionally, you may have been waiting on them for a while to change or to release some sort of toxic behaviors. And they may have not done that. And now this is you trying to take back control of your emotions and your life and how you feel. And the first step to that is no longer making your ability to feel good based on what this person is doing. I feel like I'm being really hard on you, and I love you, so please don't take this the wrong way. And in some respects, I am a Sag Venus, so I'm speaking to myself as well, I guess. So let's see this person's emotional space. Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Judgment. The Death card. The Hangman. So, this person is slowly but surely making some forward progress towards their own successes, and they're doing that by letting go of something and letting it naturally change. And it's giving them a whole new perspective on this connection or in life in general. Because I felt like this person has felt tested in the past or down on their luck. And it kind of caused this person to pivot their attention and refocus maybe their life or the way they were thinking about something. And that's working for this person to emotionally be able to make some sort of forward movement. Even though I feel like it's really slow, you know, progress, I feel like it is panning out for this person and helping them to release some sort of judgment about themselves or prior decisions they made. I feel this is personal to them. But it could also be around the connection. There's some sort of transformation going on in this person's emotional space that's allowing them to kind of get a different viewpoint here. But it's uneasy. There's a little bit of uneasiness here. So I don't feel like this person's like, I heard have a day all time, having like a great time over here. Although, you know, their energy looks a little bit lighter than it did in the past. But I feel like it's taking time. Emotionally, this person also may feel like, Sagittarius, that you are focused on your money and kind of letting them go or other things go in your life, and they may see you changing, okay? And that and when they're seeing you change, it's creating some sort of change within them, or vice versa. All right, so let's see what the hopes are. I have Deo in my head. The song Deo. I love that song, but it always reminds me of Beetlejuice. It's random. That song may resonate for some of you. All right, so 10 of Swords is the hope. Well, you certainly don't want to feel like this anymore. Pinned down, exhausted, like things aren't working out for you. Feeling like maybe even that I heard taken for granted, or that frustrating shadow energy. I think that you know that you're in it and you're ready to have it lift, right? Okay, I heard, can we get this over with? You want something to be over with, like the way you're feeling about something or a situation, so that you can have relief. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just noticing that I am having trouble breathing. So the lung fields are being highlighted as well. Okay, that could be for you or the person you're connecting with. And that's just a side note. You would know if that was you. Obviously, if you're having issues, go to a doctor, not a tarot reader. But there's something here about the breathing. Some of you might really benefit though from doing deep breath exercises. Okay, so for 15 minutes every morning, I do this too. You just focus on your breath. That's it. Focus on your breath. In, out, in, out, in, out. Breath is vital, right, to our body. Obviously, we need oxygen. But when you deep breathe like that, it's like filling all of your cells up, you know, with source energy, with the air surrounding you. And so just doing that. If you can't do 15 minutes, just do 5 each morning. It'll help expand. So, okay. All right, so the Page of Wands. This person wants to be happier. That's where that song came from. I want you to be happier. They want to be happy. You don't want to feel stressed out anymore. They want to be happy. You know? So let's look and see what the most likely future outcome is as we go through this energy. Keep in mind all of the future outcomes are based on free will. So take it as it resonates. Something here about shallow breathing. Ooh. Okay, so the 7 of Wands and the Tower. Wow. The High Priestess. Sagittarius, some of you have prayed for change, and change is coming. But sometimes when change occurs in our life, it feels like things are going wrong, but they're not going wrong. They're moving around, and you will see that. And I'll give you a perfect example, okay? Because they're calling me to talk about something personal to me, which I don't usually do, but I have definitely been in situations where I was praying for a change in the work environment. This was years and years ago, where I wanted more autonomy. I wasn't very happy with where I was at. Yeah, I was making good money, but it wasn't the best money. Like I just knew my potential had been reached, but I didn't want to lose my sense of security. But I had prayed for change. Now, what happened is I unexpectedly had my job eliminated overnight, which at first felt like a huge blow. And I'm not saying this is going to happen to you at all. This is not a prediction. They just want me to tell this story as an example. Anyways, it felt like a huge blow. And at first I felt like, wow, what the heck? That's not what I wanted at all. Then fast forward a month later, a job falls into my lap that allows me more autonomy, more money, and I end up loving the people I work with and staying there for years. So they're saying that even when things seem that they are out of control or not going your way, it is, in the bigger picture, just moving things around to allow more of what you asked for to come in. Now, the key component here, Sagittarius, and the key thing to ask yourself is, are you going to allow it in or not? Because you have the power to block it by getting focused on what's wrong, by feeling negative, by going into your shadow. You will absolutely block anything from changing by doing that. So the encouragement here is to reframe the focus as to what's going right. As remember what you asked for. Do you remember what you asked for? Some of you don't even know what you asked for. But think, where have your thoughts have been leading up to this moment? What are you saying you want to the universe? Because whatever's changing is like cracking it open so that can come in. But you have to be in a state of allowance, in a state of receiving. And the only way to be in the state of receiving is to let go of the negative thoughts around the situation and reframe them to everything happens for a reason. I know that I'm being guided. All really is well. Something really good is going to come out of this. I can feel it coming. I can feel okay right now, even without the evidence. In fact, I can feel happy and I can have joy because my happiness does not depend on external results or people. And if you can say that to yourself, and you can stay in that energy, you will see that this tower, whatever this is an answered prayer. Because Spirit wants you to be happier. Wow. And that's what's coming in. Woo! Now that's a download, right? You prayed for change and it's here. May not feel ready for it, but that doesn't mean it's not aligned with you. Let's see this person's energy. I thought I saw a card flip. What's this person going into? The Tower. No way. Sagittarius, your readings always kill me. In a good way. Both of you have the Tower. So the change is happening on both sides simultaneously. Okay. What's their change about? The Eight of Cups. The Six of Wands. The Moon, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay, that's a separate message. So, oh my gosh, no way. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess at the bottom of your deck. So this person has also prayed for things. You know what they've prayed for? They prayed for the ability to walk away from things that hurt them, harm them, or keep them in the dumps. Things that make them feel restless, that steal away from their peace, that give them no sleep and no rest. And they've also prayed for success, attention, to feel good, to be validated, to be understood, to be seen, maybe by you. So the Tower cometh. The Tower is here, and it's creating change. Now it may feel to this person like, wow, that was unexpected. So I guess I'm just going to go my separate ways or kind of walk away for a moment, only for the energy to come back around for this person in a way that provides luck, that gets them out of their head, that provides them some rest, that is in alignment with how they actually feel, what their dreams are. So it's like the universe is so funny, you know. It's so funny because sometimes we think we know what we want when the universe has something so much bigger planned. And I feel like that's what's going on here. You know, you might have had it laid out in your mind. You know what they say about best laid plans, right? That it was going to work out like 1, 2, 3. You had your heart set on that. Maybe it didn't, or right now it's being, that's not the word. It's being, what? Rocked up is not a word. I keep wanting to say it's getting rocky, right? It's not lining up the way you thought, maybe. But universe is saying, okay, well, you had a good plan, but wait till you see ours. Okay, so stand back. Like that, you know. But it's occurring on both sides. This is my favorite reading I've done so far, y'all. Let's see what the Osho Zen has to say about this. What does the Osho Zen have to say? Change. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this up. Change. It's important to accept the changes and go with the flow and keep your vibration high. And that goes for you and the person you're connecting with, I feel, Sagittarius. Because you may have inadvertently postponed something that was for you because you were thinking in opposition to it. And now the universe is saying, Here's a tower. We're going to change it for you, but hold on. Stay in your high vibration, because what's to come next will amaze you. So I'm going to get one overall guidance, and we're going to leave it there. It says, reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. See the blessing in the skies here, Sagittarius. Wow. Wow. Ah! Do let me know how this resonates. Let me tell you what zodiac signs I'm seeing here that you could be dealing with. I've got Pisces, I've got Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Aries. Cards don't want to stay still. Scorpio energy again, Aries again, Capricorn, Libran energy. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign because it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of both pages, linked in the description box below. If you like my styles, you can get them for yourself. Check out my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Help support small online businesses. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so by going to the About section and clicking on the donation link. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best, Sagittarius. And until next time, my friends, namaste.